Hi tappers. Today we're going to get a little bit deep and I'm going to ask a hard question that doesn't have an easy answer. Do you have resources for when you are not okay? Meaning when you aren't in immediate danger, but you know that you're past your tipping point. You may have a community, you might not. Even with a community, you may not reach out. Before tapping, I had a very short list of people that I would just talk to. I used media as a way to escape my own circumstances, and I just kept going despite feeling like I had 1,000,000 pounds sitting on my chest. I would eventually reach a point where I felt okay again, but it was a very hard process. I reached this point of not being okay recently. I had so many things on my plate and multiple issues that I couldn't do anything about, but I had very strong emotions connected to them. I could really feel that I was withdrawing and really making my world small so that I could deal with just what I had to that was right in front of me in that moment and try to survive this overwhelm. My stomach was too tight to eat. I wasn't sleeping well, and doing self-care wasn't really helping because I wasn't in a good headspace to take care of myself in terms of like doing my own energy work. And attempting to schedule to have a session with another practitioner it kept failing until we both just kind of gave up. So I loved tapping into that category of, well, I'm not in a good enough headspace to really do this right now. But after a few days and in a moment of really chastising myself for not taking better care of myself to help with all of this burden, I decided to give tapping a try. It was then that I remembered something I hadn't done in forever with tapping, and that is radical acceptance. Now, it's really not anything that different than what tapping usually is. But you have the perspective of whatever is coming up for you in your mind, you will offer it up as accepted through tapping. So instead of a setup statement that you repeat the same one 3 times over, and then you have your reminder phrase as you go through the other tapping points, you say whatever comes up in your mind and you add on, and I deeply and completely accept myself anyway. And I went through not knowing how to care for myself in this space, how my body was feeling about everything, how I felt about everything going on. And this was in about a 20-minute span. When I was done, though nothing else had changed, I felt a lot lighter. I had so much emotion set on me that was just pure judgment from myself and stagnant feelings because I didn't know where to put them and I couldn't do anything to shift them into a different space outside of myself, and I had forgotten how heavy all of that could feel. This gave me the space I needed to start making just little other choices to reach out and care for myself again. So tappers, I have a few suggestions for you when you are in this space of not being okay. Right now, before you're there, make a list of things that you can do for support. So reach out to a loved one, schedule a counseling appointment, call a crisis hotline, do something soothing like take a bath or get a massage, eat some ice cream, do something relieving like buy dinner instead of making it, go punch a pillow or go sit down in a corner and cry. And give radical acceptance tapping a try. I hope you are okay, but if you aren't, being in that space is temporary, and it's okay if you find yourself there. It doesn't mean that that's where you're going to stay, and you have many more resources to help you out there than you might think. I hope this helps, and I'll see you soon.